411 Investigates team has been on top of a problem facing many fire departments in Ohio.
Yeah, it's the obligation that departments face from the taxpayer to always respond when somebody calls 911, but at the same time, bearing an incredible cost to respond.
Melissa Andrews shows us Toledo Fire might have found a solution in the form of a ride-sharing service.
It's not something we want to think about during a medical emergency, whether there are enough ambulances in the city to go around. But resources are not infinite.
We have 8 ambulances in service. Sometimes it's less than that depending on staffing. But there are times throughout the day, and it happens quite frequently, where there are no basic life support transport units available.
11 Investigates has learned Lucas County operates in a $7.5 million deficit each year to provide unlimited emergency medical treatment. It's also a soft billing county, meaning Lucas County does not bill residents, and non-residents are not referred to the Ohio Attorney General's office for collections. At the same time, the base cost for TFD to respond to a scene is $350.
The fear is that eventually our calls for service are going to be greater than our ability to serve the public.
17,008 times a year, or 46 times a day, or nearly 2 times per hour, Toledo Fire says it responds to calls that don't require their help. There isn't a scene. A patient thought they were hurt but ultimately isn't and denies treatment. Or a patient would rather take a private vehicle to the hospital. And sometimes, to save hundreds of dollars, TFD and the patient agree that a taxi ride to the hospital is more practical in non-emergencies, when a $10 taxi ride is more affordable than a $500 ambulance ride.
It's called online medical control. So every local hospital in the city of Toledo has a doc. And we have a med channel that goes, a radio channel that goes directly to the emergency room.
Toledo Fire and Rescue called in black and white taxis every single month this year, including 56 times in April. Lucas County Job and Family Services paid the company $632 in April to drive patients to Lucas County hospitals who would have otherwise been transported by ambulance. The taxi service is seen as a way for the county to save money.
It saves the department money, it saves the city of Toledo money, it saves the taxpayers money at the end of the day.
Lucas County EMS plans to cease operations starting August 5th, and losing that resource to take daily calls could either make the situation with fire departments that much harder because they'll be asked to go on more calls, or much more efficient because each fire department would have more control. We plan to follow this story as that August deadline approaches. 411 Investigates, I'm Melissa Andrews.